Hello, everybody. Welcome to AC Milan TV News. My name is Bruno, and finally, the transfer market is finally shot. I'm very happy about that. We can finally focus on football and with our season, try and focus on that fourth spot, and hopefully, we can make it there. And I think that this transfer market was about a 3 out of 5 for us. I think it was okay. It was not perfect, but it wasn't terrible. So I give it 3 out of 5, right in the middle. And what we bought, I think we bought 6 players. We bought 6 players, so it was just enough for the first team, really, for the first start 11. And I think we're still missing one midfielder. In the beginning, I said that we had to buy about around 4 to 5 players because I don't want to integrate so many players into the first team. And the management brought in 6 players, which is fine. I just didn't want us making the same mistake that we made 2 years ago. We bought 11 players and tried to integrate all these players into the squad. It doesn't have that never works. So Maldini did fine with his first transfer market. I think in the end he did cause a little bit of a problem because he really wanted a forward, and when he saw that Correa was not going to work out, he's throwing bids everywhere. He was panicking. I think that's just like how we were in the past, maybe 3 to 4 years. We're getting to towards the end of the transfer market, and we try to buy any player that we see that's going to be able to fit on our system without doing a lot of research, really. Like Tyson and Everton. Everton would have been a very nice addition to us, but I feel it's just a panic buy, really. If we are gonna even Ribic, I think that's how you pronounce his name. Uh, I think he was more of a panic. Even though it was a good buy, I think it was a panic buy because we couldn't get Correa, so he tried to buy all these other players. I know what was said was that he wanted to add another 2 other players, but he couldn't do it. So it was a decent market. We got Theo Hernandez, which is going to be amazing for us on the left defense. I think Benacer is going to be a starter. Obviously, he did well last game, and Ribic is going to be good as well. So those 3 players, they're going to be implemented right away into the squad. They're going to be starting games, and that is good that we have 3 or 4 players that can start right away. Now, Leão, I think he should be. He's very interesting because he has a lot of potential. I want him to play as much as possible. He's fast. He's skillful. I think he has so much in his locker. I think he can do so much for us, and we should let him play. We should let him go for it and show us what he can do because I think he has enough that he can start for our team. Duarte, I'm hoping that he can come good for us because I'm not a big fan of Musacchio. I don't think you guys, I'm not sure how you guys feel about Musacchio, but I don't think he's good enough for AC Milan, and I'm hoping that Duarte is very good so he can take his place. Krunic, I didn't like what I saw from him on preseason. I think he's going to be more of a bench player. If something really crazy happens, he'll come in. I don't think he's been playing too much other than Coppa Italia. So Krunic, I think it was all right buy for us. Now, for the ones we sold, we got rid of a lot of players. We got rid of Montolivo, Abate, and Abate. We, I feel 50-50 with Abate because he's been here for such a long time, and we could definitely use him because he has a lot of experience. But we're trying to get rid of as many players as possible because we don't have European football. Bertolacci, Mauri, Zapata, Bakayoko, Simic, Cutrone, which is very fortunate as well. Blizzari is on loan. Signage, Laxout, on loan as well. And Under Silva, all loan. So we get rid of a lot of players. We have about 25 players in our squad right now. I think we should have got rid of another 2 or 3 players, have 22 or 23 because we don't have European football, like I said before. And maybe Castillejo could have gone, or Cassiet, or Chernobyl. One of these players, they could probably gone, and hopefully we can shrink the squad a little bit more next summer or next January. And I'll talk about Cassier. I think we needed a right midfielder because it's obvious that Cassier is not part of the plan, and Gianpaolo really doesn't like him that well. But we don't have a lot of players to play in that position, so Cassier is the best option we have for the right midfield position. If you went, I would like to have another player that's more skillful in that position that can create more chances for us. Because I think Cassie is good. I think he has a lot of stamina. He fights a lot, but he's a little bit selfish. He shoots the ball all the time and always misses. He could, I think he could be better passing the ball. I think that's something he has to work on. Now, since we got rid of all these players and we added players and we watched the first two games of the season, now I can make a prediction for the season for the 20 teams that are in Serie A. I couldn't do it before because the transfer market was open. I didn't want to do it when we didn't know what the final team was going to be. So I have a list here. I'm going to go through it and tell you guys what I think is going to happen at the end of the season. So for first place, unfortunately, uh, it really sucks me saying this, but I think Inter Milan is going to get first place just because Juve is going to be challenging for the Champions League and they're going to be focusing on that trophy. Inter also has a new manager. They have new players, a lot of new players. They have a new coach, and Conte has a lot of experience. He can bring the team together. He plays very well defensively. They have a good defense line. They have a nice midfield right now. So I think they have just enough to make it to get the Scudetto this year. And I just want to see somebody else win, even though I hate Inter. I want to see somebody else win other than Juve. I wish it was Napoli, but Napoli, from what I saw in the past two games, they don't have enough. They get scored on 7 times in the past two games. So the defense is a little bit sketchy right now. So second place, Juve. Like I said, they can be focused on the Champions League. So, I can be wrong. It can be Juve first and Inter second. But I think it's going to be those two for first and second place. Napoli third place. Like I said before, they just don't have enough in the back. Milan, I'm going with my heart here. I'm going Milan fourth place. And I got to say this, it's very sad that we're hoping that Milan can get fourth place. Milan should be a team that should be challenging for Scudetto every year. They should be in the Champions League every year, and that's how far we fell. We're so far back that we had to hope for fourth place. It's really sad. I really don't want this to be going on next year or the year after, but for now, what we have, I'm hoping, really praying that we can get fourth place next season or this season. Roma fifth and Lazio sixth. And I gotta say, these three teams that I just mentioned, they're gonna be fighting for fourth place. They're gonna be the ones going for it. I think they're about in the same. Their squad is about the same skill level wise. They have new manager. All Lazio, Roma and Milan have new managers. They have new players. I think Roma didn't do very well in the transfer market, but they still have good players. Atalanta in seventh place. I think Champions League is going to be too much for them. Playing Champions League two fronts are going to be too much for Atalanta to try to get fourth place again. Torino, eighth place. Fiorentina, new ownership. They're going to be trying hard. I think the ninth place seems good enough for them for the first season. And this one's a little bit. I'm Sampdoria, 10th place. They did terrible the last two games. But I think Di Francesco can do something with Sampdoria, and hopefully he does because I think he's a good manager, and Sampdoria is a good team. I don't want to see Sampdoria getting relegated. I'm being a little bit optimistic, putting them in 10th place, but I'm putting them in 10th place because I think they're good enough. 11th place, Sassuolo. 12th, Parma. 13th, Genoa. 14th, Bologna. 15th, Udinese. 16th, Cagliari. 17th, Brescia. And I put 17th, Brescia into 17th because they have enough up front. Balotelli is going to be back and playing. He's very good. And I think they're just going to sneak in and stay for the next season. Spal, they started terribly, so I put them in 18th. Lecce, 19th. Hellas Verona, 20th. And those are 3 for relegation. So that's all I got for you guys today. Thanks for watching. Come to the comment section below, mainly about the transfer market, because I want to know what do you guys think about the transfer market. Let me know what you guys think. Like the video, subscribe, share the video because sharing does help. And thanks for your time, and I'll see you guys next video. Bye.